Hi, fire signs. Welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with managing our emotions to identify our intuition, okay? But it comes from the essence of love, loving self, loving beings, loving planet, and absolutely loving God. Okay, so you can come with your spiritual health, spiritual wealth, so you can co-create with the universe. The universe does not co-create without you. Fire signs, you are the walking example, all right, to the air signs, all right, to the air signs, the water signs, and the earth signs about power, all right? You're the lesson of power, all right, by using the intuition, okay? Because you're about the romance, all right? So you're the intuition, fire signs. Remember, all my readings are timeless, okay? Please let it resonate, don't let it overdose, all right? Don't force it, okay? Because you seem to have an energy of a Pisces person, all right? You're looking at overindulgence. Someone's gossiping in your energy, fire signs. Now you're looking at bitchy, witchy people, okay? That's over time looking at a lack of social life. You could be thinking of a water sign person taking action, because this was the second card with the water sign energy. Because now you're looking at someone's hesitation, speed. Lots of messages going around about someone gossiping in your energy. Could be a Pisces person or a Sagittarius person. But you could be taking action. All right, you're in your own energy. Sagittarius, moving away from these gossiping people. You're looking at your own freedom. You're looking at maybe a romance, a holiday romance maybe that went wrong. So now you're gaining momentum to go ahead. Maybe you feel like you've missed an opportunity with an Aquarius person. So now you feel like you're out of your depth when it comes to your thoughts, or your third-party companies out of their depth because they're out of control. Someone feels like they're left behind when it comes to the mind, when it comes to the speed of taking action. Someone feels like someone is tactless and being very hurtful, overindulgence, gossiping. Maybe someone's gossiping about a Gemini person. Now, maybe you feel maybe a third-party Pisces person took action and wanted you to miss that opportunity to make your thoughts feel like you're out of your depths. Because now you're looking at someone's backstabbing, ending. Maybe you want to end this third-party person. Because now you're looking at your enemy. Someone's backstabbing you over and over again, fire signs. Someone's being bitchy, witchy, bad-mouthing you behind your back. Looking at Bitter Betty or Billy Bully with dormant businesses, looking at failure, ruin. Somebody's looking for your collapse, but fire signs, there seems to be an horizon for you. Just come to peace with it, come to groundship, because your ancestors are covering you up with love. Do you understand? They got the blanket of love trying to cover you, but you just have to use your intuition and end this defeat with this third-party person. I can see within your thoughts, maybe you're exhausted and have an inability to cope. That's what they want. Look at a curse. Somebody's putting a curse onto you, maybe. Now you're looking at rock bottom. Someone's hitting the wall, a dead end with a third-party person, because you built a foundation on false ground. And maybe your third-party person is resisting change, so they're going around being overindulgent, gossiping, being very bitchy. Someone is trying to, like, avoid a disaster. Maybe you're dealing with a water sign person, because this was the first card and the second card for the water sign. Now maybe you're looking at and avoiding a tragedy, delaying a third-party energy. Maybe it's a Pisces person, because now you're looking at your own speed, because you're bringing groundship to yourself. Or maybe you're dealing with a mature, ground masculine, a successful, wealthy man going into speed action, away from gossiping people. That's very bitchy, just looking for security. Maybe you're taking speed away from a Taurus person, because now maybe you feel like you missed the opportunity of Aquarius person, because now you feel like your thoughts are out of his depth when it comes to security. Maybe you're looking at another wealthy masculine, maybe a Taurus masculine, looking at investment, security. But they're definitely looking at Aquarius person like they'd missed the opportunity though, after backstabbing, being betrayal. Maybe you treated this air sign person as an enemy, backstabbing, bad-mouthing, but really it was your enemy in your third-party energy, a Taurus person. You gave a Taurus person opportunities, but they don't want to miss opportunities because they've got unpaid bills. So now you're looking at, someone's looking at your money because they have money problems, bad debts. So you bring a stalemate to stalemates, to soulmates. So now your third party person is looking at a cellmate now. Because someone's got money problems, bad debts. All right, because someone's looking at greed for their needs. Now looking at selfishness, maybe of a Taurus person that's missing out opportunities. Because now you feel like they're out of their depth of Aquarius person. Or you're out of your depth with an Aquarius person because you backstabbed an Aquarius, Gemini person with a Taurus person because they had unpaid bills, money problems, bad debts. Now you're looking at selfishness. Somebody had strings attached. All right. So now you're looking at misery liked company. Because now you understand that there's a transition happening towards fire signs. Maybe you're thinking about an Aquarius person, but your mind's coming to calmer waters after you backstab maybe an Aquarius person. Aquarius person's coming to calmer waters, healing and moving away from you and a Taurus person. So now you're looking at moving forward. Maybe you want to move forward to Aquarius person, but you're overcoming your hardship, maybe with a Taurus person, or your own hardship, or maybe becoming bankrupt. Because now you're going into the energy of security. Maybe you're coming to an energy now where you were resisting change, but you looked at being more mature, more grounded. You took hasty speed. Maybe you don't want to miss opportunity with an Aquarius person because you felt like you missed opportunity by paying a Taurus unpaid bills, money problems, or maybe you had that with a Taurus person. So now you're looking at Aquarius, calmer waters. Maybe there's a financial new beginning for you, fire signs, new financial opportunities. Because now you're looking at grounding yourself more, okay? Because now you're looking at a new business idea, more money, okay? More money, more problems, I guess. Now you're looking at investments, savings. Because maybe you made a speed action, or a third-party person made a speed action. They were creating disaster because they were trying to avoid their own tragedy. So they're looking for mature, grounded men with successful, wealthy-like status. So somebody was a social climber. So now someone has financial matters with maybe a Taurus person. But your mind seems to be coming to calmer waters after a creative expression from a Taurus person because they had unpaid bills. Now you're looking at delayed news with maybe an Aquarius person that you want to come to calmer waters with. But unfortunately, it seems to be patience was needed because a Taurus person had unpaid bills, money problems. So now we're looking at someone who is calculating and was unconcerned about the feelings of an Aquarius person because a Taurus person had unpaid bills. So now you're looking at communication. All right, so now you're looking at somebody wanted maybe a misfortune for an Aquarius person or for yourself. So you have to go within yourself, fire signs, and go and seek your own truth. All right, maybe you're in the energy of soul-searching. You're looking for a spiritual enlightenment. Maybe you went soul-searching and seen that there's someone overindulgent in your energy, gossiping, and it's a earth sign person. Now you're looking at enlightenment. All right, you're doing the hermit. Maybe you're working on yourself, introspection. Okay, because now you seem to have a conflict, Leo, with a third party energy. Maybe a Pisces person and a Sagittarius and a Taurus person. So now you're looking at speed when it comes to a conflict. It's gone into a quick speed. Now there seems to be minor setbacks when it comes to your security, when it comes to financial security. Because now there seems to be a disagreement, a rival in your energy, your third party person. So now you're probably taking action in the energy of being rude and boyish because of your security when it comes to missing out an opportunity, maybe with an Aquarius person because a Taurus person had unpaid bills. So now you're looking at someone that was calculated because you had spiritual, maybe inspiration from Aquarius person. You had plans, you had protectiveness, you guarded this Taurus person, but this Taurus person had unpaid bills. So maybe they came with a romantic proposal. So now you look at invitations, taking action towards a mature, grounded male, successful fire signs. So now you see maybe fire signs are trying to follow their heart and they're looking at a Gemini person. But now you're looking at your own unpaid bills. You're quite curious about Taurus person when it comes to debts, greed, or your own stability when it comes to your own security. Okay, so fire signs, you're probably in the energy, all right, with a third-party Pisces person and a Taurus person. They might be looking at you being very boyish, very forceful, a dictator, maybe a Sagittarius person in your energy, another one. Someone feels like you're being a bully, very impulsive. But you're looking at the abuse from the Taurus person and a third-party energy, which was a Pisces person. So now you're looking at impulsiveness. Someone was very unfaithful, very unreliable. Maybe it was you to a Taurus person when it comes to your security. Because somebody had unpaid bills, money problems, debts, greed. Greed was the energy. So now maybe you're coming across to a Taurus person, a Pisces person, quite rude, unfaithful. Because now you're looking at an opportunity being missed with Aquarius person because they sent you good news, all right? But you went and paid a Taurus's bills with an Aquarius's good news, letters. Maybe you want to make a phone call, but you backstabbed this Aquarius person, didn't you, with a Taurus person? And you're always very cheerful, optimistic, and you went traveling, overindulgence, gossiping. So now we see the lack of a social life. They wanted that for an air sign person, Gemini, Aquarius person. So now we're looking at bright ideas from an Aquarius person. Now you feel you missed opportunities. Why? Because you took her ideas and you went to pay for a Taurus's bills because they didn't want to miss out on opportunity because they're not creative. So now you understand a Capricorn person set you up. So now there's a backstabbing, betrayal, because there's now a Capricorn Taurus person was backstabbing and being your enemy and being an enemy of an Aquarius person. So now you were holding on to the enemy. So now you understand the third party in your energy was a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Pisces person. They were your frenemies. They were bad mouthing you, bitterness. Now you're looking at a ruin when it comes to your foundation. Because now you're looking at childhood issues, maybe essays and bad news coming from a Cancer Pisces person. So now you're looking at broken dreams because somebody is jealous, a Cancer Pisces person towards a fire sign person. So now they're trying to avoid this loss because they're very envious, very jealous about an Aquarius person. So they started backstabbing, being an enemy. So now you're looking at exhaustion from the thought. Someone's looking at a rock bottom. Somebody wanted a proper goodbye, like a nail in the coffin, that sort of goodbye. They were holding on to this possessiveness, maybe a Capricorn, Taurus person, but Aquarius persons come to calmer waters when it comes to this transition of these enemies in your energy. So now we're seeing that someone's hitting a wall. They wanted a Aquarius to hit the wall, but Aquarius come to calmer waters, or your thoughts have come to calmer waters when it comes to transitioning with an Aquarius person, because maybe you feel like you've missed that opportunity, and maybe you feel like maybe a Taurus is out of their depth, out of control when it comes to an Aquarius person, when it comes to transitioning to put a nail in the coffin. So now you understand security. Maybe you was looking at the speed, the hesitation of a Taurus person. Maybe you're evaluating their investments, and what you sow is what you reap. You're looking at the hard work of a Taurus person, okay, or your own hard work that you've put in, saying, I have put in the work, the hard work, and I have been having things paid off, rewards, profits. So now you're looking at the results of your inheritance, your accumulation. Maybe you had to be patient for your harvest to come in, but you had a appraisal from a Taurus person and a Pisces person. They had the hidden agenda. Now you're going for the feelings of a shattered dream. So now you feel maybe you took your good news, your letters, and you phoned a Pisces and a Taurus person, but they were looking for a hidden agenda. They had the shattered dreams for you. Now we're looking at dissatisfaction. We're looking at a nightmare now. Somebody's in misery. Misery likes company. Maybe you're with a Taurus person when it comes to addictions and arrogance. Now we're looking at disappointment at appointments, right? Because someone has a low self-esteem, a Taurus person in your energy. So now we understand then somebody wanted transition, and somebody was being very deceptive towards Aquarius person. So now we understand maybe a fire sign person backstab their own counterpart to take care of their enemy. So now we're looking at a betrayal towards Aquarius person. Aquarius person looking at your shattered dreams of your Taurus person with their unpaid bills, money problems, bad debts, because you went to a Taurus person and you helped them. So you gave them the good news of Aquarius person, and you all made money, and you both all phoned each other, having fun, cheerful time, optimistic. You had so much energy from these bright ideas. So someone's looking at creativity, but someone's looking at someone's confidence and their intellect, Aquarius person. But instead of reaching out to Aquarius person, you went and found a possessive Capricorn person, guarding air signs ideas and taking it as their own. So now you see, maybe you're in the energy, all right, of being more mature when it comes to your security and your emotions. Maybe you're using your intuition, Okay, but there seems to be a King of Cups in your energy. You're looking at a conflict, maybe with you, Leo. Maybe it could be a Leo, Cancer, Pisces person. They're looking at prosperity with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. They're looking at a financial new beginning. They're looking for a new financial opportunity, new jobs, new businesses. This is why they came in with a romantic proposal. So now you were looking at this appraisal from this Taurus person as a businessman when it comes to security. You went in quite hasty when you got good news from an Aquarius person, which was about creativity. So because this appraisal came in from a Scorpio person or a Pisces or Cancer person, you went into unrequited love, invitations. You went and took action with your creative expression towards a Taurus person, and you gave them assessments, all right? You gave them profit, rewards, and you helping them pay off their hard work, which you were doing the hard work secretly, weren't you, fire sign? So now we see invitations when it comes to romance, all right? Someone gave an air sign, a Gemini person, all right, delayed news because they went to a Taurus person and gave them the investments instead for profits and inheritance. So now you're looking at accumulation. Somebody was very patient about this appraisal. So now you're looking at someone now maybe is following their heart because now they're curious. Maybe a Gemini person, it has that desire to look within this situation. So now we understand that someone, a Capricorn, Taurus person, got good news from you about appraisals. So now you're looking at this good money matters. You, a Pisces person and a Taurus person. Then this is why maybe to an Aquarius person, a Sagittarius upside down King of Wands was very rude, very boyish, very forceful. Why? Because he went to a Taurus person with their good news, downloads from God about creativity. And because a Taurus person had unpaid bills, shattered dreams when it comes to their career, maybe you went and backstabbed Aquarius person because you were dealing with a possessive Capricorn person and a Pisces person. Now, all three of you, oh yes, are looking at conflict now. Why? Because you bring in disagreements. Why? Because you're all not even friends. You're rivalries. Setbacks now. So now you're looking at delayed news. Because now you're only looking after someone's unpaid bills. And you went against your own counterpart. They gave you good news, letters, emails, and you went and phoned a Pisces and a Taurus person, and you all were focused on your unpaid bills. You didn't care. No one cared about a Gemini, Aquarius person. No, they weren't. They were just curious about their ideas and getting money from it. So now we understand a love choice with a Gemini person, and you had many choices of lovers, and now you're all going through a shattered dream, fire signs. Why? Because of your love choice. Your love choice. Maybe looking at business instead of love. Now you're going for a karmic situation. Now you're in your karmic. Why? Because you had sudden changes. You went to a Taurus person. That's the devil. There you go. The devil. Let that sink in, fire signs, some of you. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you guys. Bye.